So once again, a very pleasant and good evening, and welcome to the Bucks County Curling Club for the 2019 Elizabeth Childs Challenge.
Collection of Miller Lights is yours. Yeah. You can take that one. I'll move them two over here.
I'm Dave Schmel. I'll be joined later in the broadcast by my colleague Manny Beers O'Donnell, and also joined in the booth by Chris Mahoney.
Oh dear. See that one. You got to see those. Oh, fine. I want to see Philly. I will lend my young eyes. Oh God.
So we are here in the K&J Magnetics warm room. Because magnets are really fun and really damn cool.
They are super fun and cool. There you go.
So here on our featured game, we have Philadelphia with Kristen Kasak, Megan Barrett, Monica Johnson, Lisa Kryling. First is the Killer Queens of Nutmeg with Amy Schneider, Danielle Tapper, as Elizabeth Colquitt and Erin Harris.
Why am I writing this on a paper towel then?
I need the other 3 sheets.
Oh, now you're really asking. That's what happens when you let O'Donnell start anything.
Yeah, we're joined here by Manny Beers O'Donnell, and
hello all.
And I'm really looking for the other 3 sheets worth of information because I can read the 2 in front of me.
Well, you didn't specify that, Dave.
So go make it happening.
And you can get an adult piece of paper out of the office at the same time.
You can. Make it happening.
If anybody's out there listening.
And we have 2.
Oh
no, we're on a new stream though, so.
Well, you got on sheet A, you got that team.
You have Long Island playing Rochester on sheet A.
And on sheet C, you have Queens of the Stone Age playing somebody.
I'm pretty sure this commentary is why this spiel is so expensive.
It is. I mean, you know, I'm pulling in at least 6 beers here.
Don't know if that's actually our live stream I'm looking at. I'll leave that to.
That's not the game.
Now let's leave that to Chris to see if we're actually streaming right now, or if we're just talking to ourselves.
Well, I can actually pull it up if we need to.
Can you pull it up? I talked to your wife.
I've been married for 20-some years. I can pull it up, trust me.
You have 5 kids, right?
I have 3. She might have 5. Hi-oh!
Oh, dear.
Oh!
That is correct, sir.
That is some wild, wacky stuff.
That is some funny stuff here.
Is that us now?
No. Oh, yeah, that is us.
Oh, we are on, folks.
We are on. We have 6 people watching us.
Well, that is actually fine. I'd like to thank all you 6 for watching this broadcast.
I feel really sorry for all of you.
There's now 7.
I'm pretty sure there's anything else on anywhere else right now.
So we'll be sure to try to give you the best updates we can on the other sheets as we go along.
Oh, obviously we have a Bucks team playing on sheet D.
We do a Bucks team on sheet D and also a Bucks team on sheet C.
Oh, yes, we do have Bucks, and they are playing Queens of the Stone Age from Nutmeg.
Absolutely. And in a moment, we'll see what event draws we're looking at.
These are B event games.
Okay, B event. So this is a, these are lout games then, right?
Nope.
No.
It's everybody's second game. They all played earlier and they lost their first game, and this is their second game.
So these could possibly be lout games then.
They are not lout games. No lout games.
They're still up.
Okay. I thought you said B event, not C.
They're all B. They've played one and lost it, and this is their second game.
Oh, okay.
In a 3-game guarantee.
Well, then you now explained it well, Chris.
To those of you following along at home, 1 + 1 = 2.
I thought 1 + 1 = 3.
And back to our feature game, the Philadelphia Rockets coming down. It is going to curl across the face of the blue guard.
Oh, it's actually going to get
and
around
it's
the
going
blue
to come.
guard.
They
Wow,
gotta,
that's actually... That,
oh, they really should have had the sweepers there a little bit more alert, because you probably could have made that to be second shot, but it is still the Bluestones of Nutmeg sitting 1 and 2.
Well, I think they got kind of surprised by the amount of curl on that stone. They figured it was going to crash on the guard, and then when it hung a sharp red at the end, I don't think the sweepers were prepared to pounce.
Oh, I agree with that, Chris, and we've seen that throughout the weekend so far, that the teams aren't really prepared for the amount of curl that our ice holds.
To be fair, most of the time we're not prepared for the amount of ice or curl that our ice holds.
that is correct.
So that shot comes down. It wrecks on their own.
But I think to pretty good effect.
Indeed. It is 1, 2, and 3 blue rocks for Nutmeg right now.
And there's definitely no clean draw port there. I think the hit and roll is really the best move at this point.
I don't disagree.
Well, we have the final Vice Rocks coming down from Philadelphia. Playing the hit and roll. Sweepers are on it. It's curling a little more than they want, but I think it's going to get, well...
I think it might have not curled enough. Well, it kind of did what they needed to do there, Chris.
Well, yeah, instead of getting the hit and roll, it definitely opened up that draw port.
Yeah, you can actually get in there.
Absolutely. Both of those blue stones are now accessible with the amount of swing in the curl. Swing in the ice, excuse me. We want to get him an actual piece of paper.
Let me get you want that better than the...
Yeah, let me get you an actual piece of paper.
A Sharpie and that.
Okay, well, I guess this is first skip stones, correct, Dave?
It looks like Chris is going to take care of this, so Mr. Groh can just kind of... You can just chill now. We sent our guy.
We have a guy that does that. I guess you're looking at a top 12, top 8 guard here. Okay, I think she was a little stronger than she wanted on that shot.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's still pretty wide open.
Yeah, Red can now draw in or just sit on top of that blue. Obviously, if you could draw in under cover here on the 4-foot. Could be a very nice shot.
Yeah, a little tougher shot for Lisa being a
left-hander
southpaw here. Yeah.
But you know what? This ice will swing as she throws the right weight here.
Well, the line,
it looks like a little heavy.
Yeah, the line looks really good. The
no, I
question
think
is
she's
the weight.
tracking way outside. I think she might hit the back blue.
Well, that was hack weight for sure.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you throw the correct weight, it will move.
Yeah, our ice here at Bucks tends to be extremely weight sensitive, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
The surprising thing is usually is a little slower than the later ends, and that looked like that really took off, but she might have just gave it a little gusto.
So looking back here, the skip from Nutmeg, Amy Schneider, trying to figure out what her best option is right now. They are sitting 1 right now at the back of the 4-foot.
Again, I like something top 8 here, guarding the draw port in. I think she tried that the last shot. She was just a little heavy on the throw.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure I want to throw a stone that counts at the moment.
Well, yeah, let's just say maybe top 8, full 8 here would actually outcount that red one on the side.
Looks like you just missed a phone call there, Mark.
I missed a phone call from my daughter, and that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but she knows where I'm at. And if you're listening, Jillian, just text me. I cannot answer the phone while I am broadcasting.
So the shot's coming down right now, and it is going to be. It's going to make it all the way in, and it's going to sit second stone right now.
Yes, Jillian, this is my second calling. And a big shout out to Jillian, who's a Scranton college girl who's home on spring break now.
Absolutely. A huge disappointment to her father by not going to the Cherry and the White of Temple University.
Yes, it was a disappointment, but now she is a purple and I think white. I don't know what Scranton.
It is purple and white. I was indeed myself accepted as Scranton.
Oh, that very good, very good. You are a Drexel Dragon graduate, though.
I am a Drexel Dragon, indeed.
And that is where my son will love to attend.
It is a fine school, and I would be happy to help him with various professors and such when he is accepted, as he surely will be. But let's get back to Jillian disappointing you.
Yes. No, yeah. How about getting back to curling?
It sounds like Mark wants to be able to come home to a happy home this evening.
Oh, now I got a text that Mom wants a shout out.
Hello, Karen. Happy to see you.
And then I got my youngest daughter saying she's going to Temple. So now we just covered the whole Many Beers O'Donnell family on that one call out.
Well, there we go.
And I think I just shut my phone off by accident. And I don't know if that was Freudian or not.
That wasn't by accident at all.
Okay, I missed the outcome of what happened on that first end. I think Blue got 2.
I do believe that was the outcome. It was quite the interesting interplay between ourselves and the O'Donnell household.
I disavow every drunken thing that was said while I was gone.
Oh, we welcome back Mr. Mahoney. Chris Mahoney here. No, girls, he is not single.
Yeah, Chris Mahoney back here in the broadcast booth. Happy to see him in quite the raucous warm room this evening.
Yes, the war room is still kicking, and this is great for Bucks County right now. A lot of fans sitting here watching in the rows underneath us in our stadium seating in our brand new war room for what, 2 years now?
Yep.
Yep.
We're quite happy to have it, and having sat on the construction committee and went through the whole process of trying to build this deal. It's tremendously satisfying to see it work as intended at a busy bonspiel beyond, quote, nominal capacity, because a 4-sheet club would normally hold a 32-team bonspiel comfortably.
I think we are pulling it off, and this is great.
And it's great to see, and we are happy to do it.
Okay, now Blue is throwing a guard, which looks like it's going to be maybe overcrowing a bit.
A little heavy for a guard as well.
But you know what? Another one in the house can never hurt.
Yeah, the best guard sometimes is second shot. So right now, my partner's daughters are debating who are their favorite.
And my wife also said she went to Drexel. As a graduate, she has your master's from Drexel.
Karen went to Drexel? That's fantastic.
And just to be clear, he's talking about Many Beer's daughters because, well, he's the only one with daughters.
I'm the only one with children, and that's fine.
Well, that was made sure by our good friends from the Rutland Rocks Curling Club yesterday evening.
This could possibly be a nice double here.
Oh, across the face.
That is a great across the face double.
Rutland Rocks handing out these.
Ah, yes. If only I still use them.
That was a good cross the face double.
Hey, that's timing right there.
Sometimes you have to pay extra for that.
And just ask Robert Kraft.
Oh. Occasionally you just have 2.5 minutes to spare.
Don't we all?
Give me a lot of credit.
All right, well, this one's going to come down, maybe tap the red back a little bit. Now Blue is now shot rock, but wide open.
It is Blue sitting the shot stone. Red has a hammer, and it will be the first stone for Red.
Actually, if Red can make this hit and roll over the other side of the house, that'd be great, splitting the house right here. But I don't think they're calling that shot.
Yep, so this is Megan Barrett from Philadelphia.
Are we not on seconds rocks?
They are,
And
but
then it's Monica.
that's a little light, but I think she was just calling the draw.
You are
to freeze
correct.
She
over.
is just throwing the guard, yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
okay.
right.
Hey, sometimes you got to know what your shooter is capable of. Maybe she's not comfortable making that hit and roll over.
That is entirely possible. I mean,
But a freeze here would be a great shot.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's not so bad. So right now you have one Blue Rock for nutmeg sitting shot at the top of the forefoot. And it appears the call is to draw down to the opponent's rock.
Oh, to lay on top of those two.
Philadelphia
Yep.
almost got an extra red rock there as there was a peel on sheet A that kind of skittered over towards the house.
Hey, sometimes you got to take that. You know, you could score 9 that way.
I'd be happy if I scored 2 that way.
This has got to move a little bit. They're on it.
Oh, it's going to move.
Hey, a biter ain't bad here. I mean, you could use this as possibly a guard. That's fine.
I'm happy just to score.
Hey,
Hey,
again, thanks to Rutland Rocks.
yes. Hey, and if my daughters are listening, hey, thank you.
Well, we're up to 15 viewers at this point, so clearly there's a lot of people with nothing to do on a Friday.
Well, I think the word's out that this broadcasting crew is not only dead sexy, but they are also great at calling a game.
So there's a backup around here somewhere that I'm unaware of. Good to know. All right, a little outside on the takeout there from Philadelphia.
Okay, now if I'm blue, I am definitely trying to. I'd smack these two Reds right now.
It appears to call us
To hit the Reds.
yeah, we'll hit and roll in.
Do you like this ice coming at it this way?
Well, it's been swinging extra the other way, so I think calling a hit's going to be kind of tricky going inside out. So I like, or going outside in. So I like the inside out call on the hit.
Yeah, you would have to go throw like a lot of weight to keep it straighter, I would assume.
I'm actually against both you guys here. I would like to. I'd throw the other turn. I think it's going to over curl.
I think she's going to definitely get one, and I think
she
if
might get the double.
I think if they let it go, they will get the double here.
No, they don't have to let it go. I think she's going to get it.
She's got it.
She got it.
That is good. Get on that. Oh.
Not exactly the double.
But that's okay.
But that's still I mean, it's a catcher if they do try and knock that nutmeg stone out of the forefoot. Actually, if they hadn't swept it and it could have stayed on the other side of the center line, it would have been a perfect catcher if they tried to chip that out.
Indeed.
I guess Red is going to try to draw down on.
No, that's a hit.
That is not a hit.
Well, it's hit weight.
It ain't hitting anything.
Actually, I think they're going to chip their Red. I would have swept it to make sure you didn't chip. Oh, okay. They're okay. Oh, that was actually words I just said there. What you didn't want to do was chip your Red out.
Oh, and Nutmeg is chasing that back red one. I don't know that I like that very much.
Yes, points on score from the back eight.
No,
Well, not in the games you play, maybe.
You play in the same games, Chris.
Not anymore.
I am free bird now. I am out. I am aged out.
Anyway.
yeah. So my partners here in the booth, they played together on a team in the Francis Dykes Bonspiel, which is the men's version of the spiel that we are commentating on currently. But they're done from that, and right now we have a hit on the redstone.
That's a fine shot. Blue
And
sitting
works.
three.
Absolutely. Blue sitting 1, 2, and 3.
There's a little bit of fandom going on here in the row in front of us. A little bit of a wave going on.
Ooh, the curling wave. Not
The
often
curling
seen.
wave, it might actually have been called a ripple because there was only two of them, but it started out as possibly a wave.
Well,
They keep on trying to make it a wave, but not so sure it's going to. Not sure. So sure it's going to take.
They're trying. Yeah, they're giving it their all.
Too bad that's just not enough.
Okay, I think Red's going to try to double out here.
You're coming down with some weight right now, and here it
They're going to
comes.
chip the front one, it looks like.
Get the front one, going to get it.
Hey, that's
almost.
actually fine. You opened up the guard. You got a shot at the one that's in the forefoot.
Yep.
Sure, absolutely. You cut it down. Now we're just looking at 2 blue rocks.
Yeah, make him put that guard back.
Taking a little bit of time getting down there, but that's fine. I think she's called her shot. She needs to throw the guard.
Yeah, the guard definitely appears to be the call right here. You're sitting 2.
I don't know where the. Oh, yeah, she's going way on the outside. And she's trusting. I think she might be going now, but that might be actually help her out here.
Well, that's been the swingy side all day. It's been curling a good 6 feet or so.
I might get on it for line right now because it's going to possibly over curl.
I think weight's a little more than they wanted, but
So the stone's coming down, and it looks like it's going to be a tight 3 guard. We're
You
going
know
to
what?
fish it a
Why,
little
at
bit.
this point in time, why not put it in? Yes.
That's not so bad. So
No.
it's going to leave them sitting 1, 2, and 3 without the hammer of the last stone.
and again, with the way that swings, I mean, they can still chase that stone in the 4th foot if Philadelphia wants to. Even just with hack waiters, though, you can probably even maybe get to nose.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, for sure, right now. And right now, Lisa, the lead from Philadelphia, is advising her skip as to what she can see. And from our perspective, and looking on the web stream, it looks like about half the blue rock's available. So here's Lisa throwing the 4th rocks.
Well, she's got a little bit of weight to it. This could possibly be good. They're on it early.
I think with that line, you have to be on it early. It's just going to cut.
Yeah, I think she might actually chip the guard.
It does appear to be really close to the guard. It is on the guard.
Oh, but she's going to roll right into that other blue one.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
That's a great shot.
That's
You know,
not
you
bad.
cleared the guard and you took out the second counter. Well, that's a really good outcome.
So here we are. You're blue and you're sitting shot stone. Possibly a biter for 3rd.
I don't even mind coming down to that red one on the left, sit 1 and 2, or hit that red one.
Yeah, the worst case scenario, you're only giving up 1.
Right. I don't like the guard necessarily, because if you miss it,
You miss the
you're
guard, you
looking
could
at a
give up
deuce.
to. I agree,
Yeah.
Chris.
But indeed, the guard appears to be the call.
It does. But then again, we washed out of the C event at the Dykes, so what the heck do we know?
Here's the deal. If you could actually knock that red out and she misses the takeout, you're sitting 3.
I didn't have to play the Dykes this year, suckers.
Dave did wash out of the Dykes.
Yeah.
Dave, the former A event winner of the Dykes, and we always like to congratulate him. That's a one hell of an accomplishment. And all me and Chris have are Little Johnsons.
And we also got pins.
So this guard is coming. This guard's coming up. It's going to be right to the 12 foot. It will leave shot stone open by approximately 3/4 of a rock.
Just talking about our Little Johnsons.
And we're joined just outside the booth by our good friend Amy Mensch.
Hello, Amy Mensch.
Good evening, Amy. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Now, you have also aged out of the trials at this point. Is that correct?
It is. We played in the A event last year, though, in the final.
You did play in the A event.
You certainly did. Gave it a hell of a run. So, what's your take on who do you think is the favorite this year?
One of the teams out on the ice.
Well, these are big
They're
event
all-
games.
they're all in the B event,
these are all
so-
B events. So, unfortunately, one of these teams don't have an opportunity.
Can I change my answer to the beer that's on tap?
That is a good
That's
answer.
acceptable.
Amy
yes.
is rooting for the beer on tap.
Obviously, a
And
person
we-
who's aged out, she is thinking well above the normal person.
And
anybody anything?
Oh, that was a steal of
Steal
one,
of one
for
for
Blue.
Nutmeg. And a score update on sheet A, Rochester takes 2 in the second, so they're up 2-1 over the Long Island team.
what about the rest of the house there, Chris?
Sheet C is now coming down to Skip Stones and a
Yep.
looks like a very close game.
Bucks is up 1-0 and sitting 1, throwing their final skip rock, and the Nutmeg team will have hammer, although I do believe that Buckstone is relatively covered.
Oh, it lost handle. It's turned the
Wow,
other way.
that's obviously, you know what? That might not have been a bad thing. They might have actually tapped Blue in on that. Blue didn't.
I don't know. I think it could have curled under the guard potentially had it not lost hammer or handle.
All right, so Blue now has to just curl somewhere in the 8 foot here.
Yeah, and Bucks still has Hammer. Bucks has Hammer over on sheet D. They're tied 1-1 with the team from Ardsley, the Constantino rink, wearing their spiffy white shirts with black ties.
Spiffy white shirts is always a good look.
I'm pretty sure that was a band in the 70s, actually.
The Spiffy White Shirt Band?
I believe so. The
Oh,
Spiffy White Shirts.
I thought so. I had an album or two by
I don't
them.
really know. I'm talking out of my ass.
And you sound pretty good. There's a little bit of an accent.
Part French. Anyway.
We.
No, wrong end.
And Dave stays silent.
Is it possible to get an FCC fine for a YouTube commentary on a curling event?
We have a lawyer here, so I think we're pretty good. And I studied real estate law, so we're covered.
And we are back to our featured game on sheet B, where it is a 2-0 lead for the Blue Rocks.
That would be the Nutmeg team.
Indeed.
We're up to 18 people watching this now for some reason.
I like Nutmeg's strategy here. Let's play the offense here. Let's split the house, even though we are throwing first stones.
Well, you know, there's a lot to be said for that, especially when you're playing a 500 game. It's the hits aren't always sure.
You can't score if you don't put it in the house.
Amen. So this rock's coming down. It appears to have,
I think it has a lot of weight.
It does.
a skosh too much.
Oh, that is Bucks ice now. You're in the third end, and it's getting up to speed where it will be.
Yeah, and we've been scraping the ice every 2 draws for this Bonspiel. So,
Well, this is the 3rd draw after this scrape.
thanks, Chris. I was sounding very intelligent for a moment.
I think
I
it's
saw that coming. I couldn't let it happen.
I think it's holding up well. I mean, we used to do threes.
We did 3 and 4 before.
We have done 3 and 4 plenty of times. And over on sheet C score update, we have a steal of 1 for the Bucks County rink.
Oh, there you
Over
go,
at Nutmeg.
Bucks County.
Lee Alexander, whose husband, I believe, is asleep drunk around here somewhere.
Yes,
Or still trying to do commentary.
that was our partner. We did go to him a few times last game. And we didn't get much.
We got a little Conselli, and that's it.
Conselli is a nice place to do business, I'll tell you that.
It is. And the war room's starting to smell like the Dykes.
He means the Bonspiel.
Oh, dear.
We finally have some people chiming in on the chat.
Oh, what are they saying right now?
Someone wants to know who we are. We're going to hide our identities for our safety.
Yes.
Well, Yushi, good evening and hello from Ardsley land, but it's Dave Schmel, along with Chris Mahoney and Mark Many Beers O'Donnell. We are happy to join you for the 2019 Elizabeth Childs Challenge. And thank you, Jack. So the Red Rocks away, and Red is sitting 1, and this one's coming on down. It's going to be down to their own stone.
A little behind it, I believe.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
Still sitting 1 and 2. So the calls here is for a hit.
I don't mind that. Get rid of some Red Rocks.
Not a bad call at all.
You're going to have to sweep that, though.
Yeah, that is narrow all day, all night, tomorrow, and next week.
Just a bit outside, ball 4.
Yes, Yushi, it is Dave. Hello.
We missed a very nice draw to the forefoot over there on sheet A by, I believe it's the Rochester Vice, Trudy Hodele. You know it's good because the call from the Long Island skip was take it out.
Nice shot. Take it out.
This looks a little hot here, unless she's doing a takeout. If they're trying to do a takeout, they should have swept.
I don't think the call was a takeout.
No, the call is certainly a draw right now.
Maybe they should have swept for the takeout.
Oh, yeah, you definitely probably could have swept for a tick there.
Misty is currently down by 1 on sheet A, 2-1 after 2 ends. She is, and the other team is also sitting 1 at the moment. They're on Vice Rocks.
She is throwing blue stones, and she is wearing a pink vest.
I didn't know we were also doing fashion commentary. Looks like we're going to make some connection between blue and red rocks here over on sheet B. Gets the one, stuffs the other, but that's fine. Well shotted.
Yep, and it will be a score of 1 for red.
I think they had to finish the end first.
Well, they just kicked the rock away. That's why I said that.
They're in Vice Rocks and they're kicking rocks out of the house.
That's the only reason why I said that, because I saw them kick the rock away.
Normally you get confusion somewhere around the 7th rock. Apparently we're getting confusion now at the 4th rock.
And they say, I'm the one who's drinking.
You are one of the ones who's drinking.
But shit.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know what just happened there. We have a peel of a guard by Long Island over on sheet A.
So, Jack, the Bucks team that is currently playing, we have 2 of them. On sheet C, we have the Lee Alexander rink with Marcia, Sarah, and Steph Johnson. And on sheet D, we have
the Keister rink with Danielle Gelman-Weissing. Joan Jenner-Jan is throwing second, and Eileen Grimmer playing lead.
Fantastic. So we do have 2 hometown heroes going right now. My colleagues remain well lubricated.
It's important to have commentating juice.
Yes, it is. I overcompensated here, though.
I'm pretty sure Many Beers is building Trump's wall over here just out of Miller Lite cans.
It happens.
It'd be a beautiful wall. Be made out of aluminum.
He's going to keep all the Coronas out.
All the Coronas are bad hombres.
All right, well, we removed 1 Philadelphia stone by Nutmeg over here on sheet B. Still sitting the 1 on the back of the forefoot.
They need a guard big here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, guard's not a bad call. I don't even mind if it's top 8.
Yeah, just a little bit out county. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like sitting 2 right now.
It's Mr. Gregory Dinks.
Especially with how swinging his ice is, if you put up a 2 guard, they can still get at that stone on the back of the forefoot.
Indeed.
Well, this has got to move a ton. It will, but I think the weight is way too heavy.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually might sweep it so I don't chip my red out in the back 4. This could not be good if you don't. Oh, no.
Ruh-roh, Scooby.
Oh. And after all that's done, it is blue sitting 1.
Every once in a while, you have to do defensive sweeping there and make sure you don't chip out your shot.
Well, I guess it depends on what blue does here. I mean, if blue puts one through the house and Dave throws the mouse all over the floor.
Well, that happened.
Yeah, no, I do believe it would be cheaper to actually build the wall. I think he only wants about $30 billion for that than to keep O'Donnell and Miller Lite for the rest of his life.
I'll take the challenge.
So, I mean, if blue puts this somewhere within the 8-foot, red's going to be in a little bit of a pickle.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this game probably will not go 8 ends.
That's been about 80% of the games we've seen this evening and this weekend.
Yes, I mean, there's a lot of discussion, and that's good. I mean, but sometimes I like to play a game where I know the shot. It's like a chess. You could wonder the possible outcomes, and I like to play fast. That's just my philosophy.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they're only 41 minutes in. They're in the third end and 3 rocks left. I mean, maybe they're 30 to 40 seconds off pace, but it's really not that bad.
I hate when you do math, Chris.
I know you like it. I think this is going to be a pretty good shot there by the nutmeg skip.
As she freezes on that back red, or no, actually, she's going to actually count
high.
in the back four. That is a very nice shot.
Well done.
That is a fine shot. Just freeze on top of it, I would do if I'm right now, if I'm Philly.
Yeah, I think that's a call right now for Lisa, who throws the 4th rocks.
She is not the skip, but she throws the 4th rocks. Okay.
Yep, she is throwing the 4th rocks. I do believe they made that change.
That means she's a better draw, or is that why they are giving her that opportunity? Or?
Well, I just think they might feel that she has got a little bit of a better feel for the ice right now.
She does play here a lot. She used to play on the Sunday sessions in the summer last year.
Yep.
So she does have a feel for the ice.
So here comes this rock down right now, and it looks to
I
have
think it looks a little heavy, so maybe we could play a chip off the blue. No, I think it's already through the house.
And there it goes. It skitters all the way through.
Okay. She's just got to dial her weight back a little bit. I think she'll get that as the ends go on.
Yes, but as you look at it right now, it is blue sitting to 2.
What is blue looking at here? Are you guarding your shot in the 4-foot? Or are you trying to put another one underneath that one on the top 12? Split the house, basically?
I think you're guarding that one in the 4-foot, maybe something closer to the center line, but that's about it.
Yeah, maybe you could steal another one here. It's huge.
Yeah, I think you're guarding the draw weight shot.
Actually, you know what? If you could guard that one and force her to draw the perfect draw to get in on you.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you want to do is give him an opportunity to sit on your rock on the 4-foot.
Sure.
And if someone is going to bet a case of beer that Dennis Matlack is going to miss a draw, that's a sucker's bet, because obviously he's going to throw it right through the house. Unless, of course, he hogs it.
All day.
All day.
All day.
Now, we have a steal of 1 by the Ardsley team over on sheet A. They're up 3-1 now over the Long Island rink. Not Ardsley, I'm sorry. The Rochester team over the Long Island
Close
rink.
enough. It's New York.
It is all New York. So Rochester is now up Long Island, 3-1 on sheet A.
So the shot's away. It looks to be just a bit wide, just from the slide, but the pressures are on it. It appears to be light.
It's not going to get over to cover that shot in the 4-foot. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is.
No, the Bucks skip over on sheet D just threw a peach of a shot. It was a little bit of a chip kind of takeout through a port, knocked the Redstone back, I think, into the back 12 and kind of rolled over to sit. I don't know, I think she's sitting 1, 2, and 3. It's hard to see the TV from here, but definitely the Ardsley skip is drawn against almost a mittful.
It does look, well, they are
oh, wait, we're
figuring
kicking
out the
rocks.
score right now. It looked to be at least 3 from what I could see.
What I saw was 3.
Yeah, I mean, that was a heck of a shot there by Krista.
All right, it's coming down to this shot here. I mean, Philly's got to draw in here. Just draw in and get your 1 and be back in this ball game.
Absolutely. So here's Lisa with the final stone in the
again.
third end.
She looks a little heavy. So
disappointed.
now, if I'm gonna play a tick if I'm you guys, if you think it's heavy,
She's not even looking. It's already past the tick.
Yeah.
It's already past the tick. It's past the stone.
oh, it's a little heavy, and that That is Bucks ice. That'll get to you sometimes.
And that will be a steal of 2
That's what it looks like.
for Nutmeg.
Okay, well, if you watched the earlier game, no one is out of it at 4 in the third.
Yeah, we had 3 games earlier, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, all came back to tie. And I think some of those teams lost as well.
So, I mean, you just got to, forget about your last shot and just get your head into the next end.
That's a big thing as a last rock thrower. You have to have a very short memory. You have to be able to bank that, put it away, park it, and get right back to the next shot because it's over. It's done.
Unless you're focusing on broom stacking. And sometimes you're like, let's just end this game.
And now we know why we never won the Dykes. Because somewhere around the first rock of the first end, Mark's thought was, beer.
And I wonder why that trophy didn't come back home.
We did give it a try.
You did. You gave it a good effort.
Did we really?
We did.
We did fine.
You tried for a game or so.
Yeah, that's fair.
We made it to Saturday night.
We did. I think my liver quit on Friday.
Every post on Facebook from Mahoney was,
My liver hurts. And Dave, sometimes it isn't a team that wins, it's the fun team that counts.
oh, that's absolutely for sure. So, Chris, as we're setting up this next 4th end here in our future game, why don't you bring us up to date what's happening on the rest of the barn?
Sure. Like I said, over on sheet A, we have Rochester versus Long Island. Rochester's up 3-1 after 3. And currently, Long Island is sitting 1, it looks like. Over on sheet C, we have the final skips rock for the Bucks team. They are sitting 1. I imagine it looks like it's already under cover, so she might be throwing maybe a second guard or perhaps a second counter. I'm not really sure because she's kind of defending the Alamo there. There's 4 Nutmeg rocks to her 1 Bucks rock.
Certainly a lot,
And Nutmeg does have hammer, so they're going to get a whack at it. But Lee Alexander taking her best try there. And then over on sheet D, the Bucks rink scored 2, so they're up Ardsley 3-1 after 3 ends.
and it's a pretty good effective guard for Lee Alexander on C. So
Yeah, I don't think there's any way they're actually going to get after that stone.
yeah, it does appear that the force is on.
The force is on sheet C. This is a fine throw right here. This is going to actually take out the red and maybe hang around, which would be fine. Oh, I think she swept a little early there, but that's fine.
Yeah, no big. It was always going to be out of the house.
What's up? Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'll be fine. Okay, I mean, I'll probably call the game and be ready to go.
So here comes the Philadelphia stone now.
It's going to be a guard on the center line.
Unfortunately, covering the opposition stone.
Yes.
I think it's going to be close enough, though, that you can use it.
You could actually run that back and chip that blue out.
Sure,
Actually,
absolutely.
you can see 2/3-ish of the blue, so you don't even necessarily need to run your own.
I agree.
Dave is off to use the little commentator's room.
Yes, and sometimes that happens. This looks a little strong. Actually, it's down, starting to bite in.
Yeah, but I think it's got a lot of weight, so unless it really digs in or somebody throws some sand on the sheet, I'm pretty sure
No,
it's
I
destined
think
for
that's
the
true.
bar.
That's through the house. That's
Yeah.
actually through the house. That's, sometimes you don't mind leaving that in the back of the house. You got something to lay on top of.
Yeah, but if you're up by 4, you don't want to give Philadelphia anything to
Yeah,
sit on.
I agree.
You're better off putting that through than sitting something back 12.
Yes.
Don't give them a catcher.
So they're not going for the takeout. They're going to go for the draw around. And I'm kind of thinking a theme here that they don't like to do takeouts.
It does kind of seem that way. I mean, I wouldn't mind kind of a down weight chip shot sort of thing. But, I mean, if you feel comfortable enough that you can draw into the forefoot, I don't mind that call either.
I wouldn't have minded like a little tighter ice, and if you were narrow, maybe chipping the blue out.
Yeah, that's kind of out in space a little bit, and I think maybe a little heavy.
Yeah, I think it's heavy.
Yeah.
It might stick around in the back 8. No, actually, I think it's going to check up at back 4.
I think you were right the first time. It's back 8.
Okay.
And
back Dave.
You shouldn't have doubted yourself.
I doubt myself many times.
Yeah, you should.
I doubt you all the time, Mark.
Thus why I always can throw lead for you.
Hey, we're up to 21. We're almost to 24 people watching this.
Hey, now I'm up to 22 on my phone right now.
Oh, right. I forgot you're one. So we're at 20 people plus one of the commentators.
Well, that's good. I'm now making us +1.
You are our +1.
That looks a little strong as well. All right, so now red is sitting at shot here. Maybe something in the top 8 and force them to draw around you, and maybe a tap up for 3.
I don't know. I still don't like that blue rock, really.
They don't like to hit, Chris, so I'm just draw this thing right up at top 8 here and just outcount the blue.
Fair.
This looks strong. She looks like she chucked it. So I would kind of sweep it right now, so maybe it wouldn't hit our back red one.
If she hits her red one.
Oh, well, maybe she noses it, they get a little closer, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's about what's going to happen.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. No, that's fine.
It's really not fine.
Yeah, well, it's a thing that happened.
Well, I mean, look at the alternative. You could have chipped it out.
But, you know, the unfortunate part of that is that you're giving your opposition some nice backing to come down to.
They just missed the last one by a foot, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you can't always bank on that kind of miss. I mean, you always want to assume that your opponent's going to make the shot, right?
This shot is right on there now. She actually hit the broom, and it was a very nice shot. I think she's got this.
Wow, and a shot by the Long Island Vice.
Very nice shot here. Very nice shot. Right on the nose.
Yep, that gets rid of that.
So now red just comes down to that now. And maybe you can roll. If you could hit it and roll over, that would be the greatest shot here.
Credit to Elizabeth Harmon, the Long Island Vice over there on sheet A. A lovely hit and roll. I believe Long Island is now sitting 1 and 2 thanks to that.
Very nice shot.
And pretty well undercover. I don't think they're going anywhere. So Rochester's got well, I mean, they've got the full 8 foot. It's not like they're, you know, their scoring zone is squished, but it's making it tougher.
Red's throwing the weight at this. I think the line looks good here.
It's a little down weight.
They're on it. They're on it. I think she might have undercurled this, or yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of that in between weight.
Yeah,
curl.
whether you sweep it or just let it go and curl under. Yes.
Yeah. Bucks is up 3-0 over there on sheet C. Take one in the first, steal one in the second, steal one in the third.
We'll take it. So lots of ice being called for this guard here.
Somewhere Matt Schulteis is having a conniption.
Is he wearing a kilt at the same time?
No,
well,
right now Matt sees the skip had her foot on the outside of the sideline, which, if you're going to be really particular, is illegal. You have to be on your own sheet at all times.
But that was a great shot there by the Vice.
Yes, that's a great shot.
So
And-
Danielle.
So, Dave, how do you, if you want to call that wide of an ice, how do you not stand on the side?
Oh, well, basically what you do in that situation, if you want to create that type of angle, you simply walk further up on the sheet, and it will make that angle for you.
Very good, very good.
We're not only entertaining, we're educational.
Sometimes.
Yeah, barely.
Well, obviously, Red has got to get in here.
With that kind of ice, I think they were looking to whack that one on the forefoot.
Yeah, that's fine. If you could hit that and kind of tuck under, that's a good shot. But she's throwing the weight at it.
Yeah,
Might be a little too much weight for that ice.
she's going to get the back one, I believe.
That's fine, too.
Well, here comes the Rockets coming down. It is down the back one, and it will sit for a second shot.
It's not a bad spot to be, because if you're going to chip that blue one out, it's going to have to go the opposite direction of the house anyway.
Yes.
So you're not worried about a jam.
Indeed.
Yes. Oh, nice shot by Misty Zoo, the Long Island skip. Nice clean hit and stick. So now they're sitting 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, Mr. Wisbauer. We appreciate it.
Somewhere there's an elevator waiting for you.
Chris.
Wrong guy.
Oh, somewhere there is not an elevator waiting for you.
I mean, there might be. You don't really know.
The war room is sounding very loud right now still.
Yeah, it's still quite lively here. It's about a quarter after 11 Eastern Daylight Time.
What the people at home don't know is it's actually just a sound machine of people laughing. There's really no one sitting behind us. Hey, we're at an even 2 dozen.
And it keeps going up. That's a good thing. This looks like it could possibly be a chip here, which would be a nice shot. And, okay.
Actually, that's not bad for blue because now if red wants to try and get rid of that one on the top
That
of the
looks like
button,
it would be a jam, wouldn't
I
it?
think that's a pretty obvious jam, I think.
I don't know how much the jam is there.
You got to really skinny the blue right now to get it out of there without jamming.
Yeah. Because you want to hit it and you want to stick around.
Well, I think I think you don't have to even skinny. I think if you get just off handle, it will skate by.
I feel like if you throw a board control weight and catch half a rock, it's going out. Your shoe's going to stay there for 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's first skip rock for Philadelphia.
Oh, sure. You do have to address the stone this time, though.
Oh, yeah, you've got to do something with it. Oh, and a nice draw by Misty over on sheet A, the Long Island skip. I believe Long Island just took 4.
Wow, that's a big end there.
Yeah, we'll wait until they hang the score to confirm, but the unofficial result for N4 on sheet A is Long Island taking a 4. 2 great shots by the skip. That's some solid back-end play over there.
Looks like she might have came out heavy again.
So Lisa's rock is on his way down. And it's still trucking. And it's going to truck its way all the way through.
Yeah.
She might be just a little wound tight right now. Maybe like rescue shots would help her.
Well, I think if you're nutmeg at this point, I mean, just put something up somewhere on the vicinity of the center line. And
Yeah, guard that shot that they can't take out.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All day.
All day. And twice on Sunday. Oh, we lost somebody. We're down to 23.
Crap.
Yeah.
On sheet C, it's Blue is putting the pressure on now, Bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're sitting 3, maybe 4 if that top one is a
Possibly
biter.
4. I think I see a little white in front of that stone there.
I don't know. It looks like a biter from here.
Yeah, that looks to be on from my perspective. Look at the overhead. It's really freaking close.
Yeah.
It's worth a measure.
Oh yeah,
But
for sure. The Bloody Bird goes on all day.
I think all Lee's got to do to quiet the doubters is just kind of draw down into that pocket there the two nutmeg stones have created, and then it won't matter.
I agree.
Yeah, you just sit right in that pocket. That would be a great shot.
Oh, that's a good guard there
That
from
is a good guard.
the nutmeg skip over on sheet B. I don't know how Philadelphia gets at that stone on the button at this point.
I think you got to throw something at your red on the outside, Chris, and try to blow up those blues.
And usually we did have Kathy Yule with us on the draw earlier. So, yes, we do have some female commentators.
But for the most part, nobody's dumb enough to do it other than us.
I mean, yeah, unless you can, well, I guess you can technically draw inside of this.
Oh, you'd have to touch the pin.
I would actually like throwing something hard at that red on the outside and maybe possibly moving them to blues.
I mean, I think at this point, if you're drawing, you're just looking to cut them to 1.
I think they might have to get past this guard. They might have to sweep, and this could be fine if they can get past this
It's
guard.
got a lot of weight, though, I think.
I think if they could chip that blue, it's fine.
They're past the guard.
they
and
gotta
they are
move it, though.
down to the shot stone. They're going to chip it out.
That was a nice shot, though.
Not quite
Very
enough.
nice.
That was a very good effort.
That was a heck
Very
of a
nice
try.
effort.
A very good effort. It will still be a steal 1.
Oh, and I was right. It was taking a 4 by Long Island on sheet A. They're now up 5-3 halfway through this game.
Holy shnikes, that should make Yushi happy.
Over on sheet D, the Ardsley team took a 3 spot in the 4th end, so now they're up 4-3 halfway through the game.
Well, that's a heck of a turn of events there.
And we're looking like a heck of a turn of events here on sheet C as well.
Yeah, sheet C is turning out to be a little barn burner right now here.
Yeah,
If red can't get in here, blue is sitting fine here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it looks like blue is sitting 4, I would say.
Either 3 or 4.
Yeah, and the Bucks only has one more shot from their skip, and Blue's got a great opportunity here to sit at least 4, and we think possibly 5.
Well, if she puts both skip stones in, I mean, she can get 6.
Yes.
And if they pull those other 2 stones out of the barn, she can get an 8-ender.
Well, you know, anything's possible. Maybe even a 9er.
Yeah, an errant takeout over on sheet D. Next thing you know, we're talking a 10 spot, and the game's over.
And folks, I'm just happy to be here.
We love this guy.
Yeah.
Great comeback, girls. Just almost.
Yes, sheet B is the only sheet that we have with streaming ability. If you come down to the warm room, you can watch the overhead cams on the other sheet, but if you're sitting at home just watching on YouTube, sheet B is the only sheet you get to watch.
It's not that far, Yush. Come on.
We don't bite unless you ask.
And we don't charge for that.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I charge extra for biting.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you're not been married as long as I have been.
If you're going to bite someone else, not get bitten, Mark.
Oh, I'm sorry. And there goes Kevin Stayer right past us right now, and he's actually taking a photograph, which is actually nice.
Oh, dear.
That'd probably come back and haunt us someday.
That's got to be on the wanted poster.
I'm pretty sure that's going to cost all of us at least one job at some point in our lives.
Yes, someone will have to crawl in that cooling tower once again.
I'm not doing that again.
We all have to do our cooling tower duties.
I'm pretty sure of all of us, I'm the only one who did our cooling tower.
No.
Right.
I was inside that tower.
Me and
That's
Dave
true.
were both inside that tower.
Fine.
Yeah. All three of us have been inside our cooling tower.
That's fine.
Well, the old one.
The old one, not the new one. I'm not climbing in the new one, even for posterity. Although I think I win for putting my wet clothes back on and walking through an ice rink.
That was pretty impressive. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yes,
and-
impressive is the word I would use too.
On sheet C, this is a big shot by Mrs.
Oh.
Alexander here.
I mean, those two stones are open. She's waxed them for the double.
She can, and she could be sitting 2.
Yeah,
which
I
would be a big turn of events here.
Yeah, I mean, Nutmeg chipped her in, so at least she's sitting third shot at the moment.
Yes, right now Lee Alexander is facing 2 blue rocks from Nutmeg, and she has a shot on the intern double takeout.
They're on it.
Sweepers are on it.
They're on it.
On it right away. And
I think she's fine. I think she's fine.
I think they got to go the whole way. Here it comes, and it's
okay.
only
Fine.
it's
Well,
gonna
she picked one. She picked one. That's
pick
fine.
the one. It will.
It gives Nutmeg a chance for 4 if they can chip that red one
If
out.
they could chip it and stick around, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, but you can get around that guard, I think.
I don't think that one is counting on the. From my angle here, looking at the overhead cam, I see a little bit of white.
And we'll see. I think that's likely to garner a biter bar, but I don't think that's the call at all.
Well,
I was going to say, with that ice,
if
it looks
I'm-
like they're drawn anyway.
If I'm Bucks' vice right now, and after probably a lesson learned, she won't measure.
Well, we're not going there again, that's for sure.
Don't bring me back to that.
Damn straight, Bill. Damn straight.
And here we are back with our friendly bartender, Jim Fannin, who will gladly get me another vodka cranberry. I appreciate that.
I got it.
And it's another 12 Miller Lights for my companions.
Dear Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't think my liver would have a hard time at the Childs.
If you're a Warrington cop, just let the red van go by. Okay, so the final shot on sheet C here, which is very important to get back in the game for them.
And Bill, I worked very hard in that tower.
Yeah, I mean, Bill, me and Dave have spent many a Saturday in that tower, spraying rubber and glue.
Many a Saturday, never mind.
It was more than once. It was a nut.
Yes. We sprayed rubber, whatever the hell it
I'm
was.
sure
in
you
it.
did. Thanks again to Rutland's Rocks for the rubber.
Oh, this has got to go. Oh, well, hey.
Oh, actually,
All right, so, I mean, Lee actually accomplished something. I mean, she only gave up one, which is a fine outcome.
yep.
And for what it's worth, Bill, me getting in the tower is somewhat more of an accomplishment.
Well, Dave, you were a little less girth back then.
Yeah, go to hell.
Wow. Wow. It is getting awkward in the commentary booth, folks. It is getting awkward.
Yeah, what's 30, 40 pounds among friends?
Okay, back to our feature sheet. Blue is sitting 1, and
I mean,
And one.
pretty much control the game right
that
here.
one is pretty well buried as well. I mean, Philly's going to have a hard time rooting that one out.
Indeed.
I don't think you can put the hat on over the headphones, Dave.
You can try. I mean,
I'm
it's
pretty
giving
sure
it
I
the
can.
old college effort.
Which college is the question?
Drexel College.
Yeah, KKF.
Oh, actually, you could chip this. That's actually,
All right. Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Fanning.
Lime on the side of the glass.
Jim Fanning, Mr. Manhor.
Ladies, if you're looking for a fine bartender, there's none better than Jimothy Fannin.
Jimothy is a fine second and a good bartender.
Yep.
And if you like that kind of guy, not bad on the eyes.
Indeed.
Nope. Nope, nope.
And once again, so proud to be with you here today from the 2019 Elizabeth Childs Bonspiel. We're here covering our featured Sheet B. It is Philadelphia versus Nutmeg. I'm joined here by many beers O'Donnell and Christopher Mahoney Esquire. I'm pretty sure Chris's law firm just sued me for calling him a lawyer right now.
It's distinctly possible. They may have let me go because of what I'm talking about this evening.
Possibly.
Well, I'm going to show up on Monday and my office is going to be filled with somebody else. Nutmeg trying to play the tap. I think the draw just overcurled on him a little bit, but it's just going to end up as another guard.
This is Nutmeg's game right now. They are...
It is currently Nutmeg's game right now on Sheet B, so Chris, why don't you walk us around the rest of the barn?
Sure, ladies and gentlemen. We have over on Sheet A, once again, Long Island and Rochester. Rochester currently trailing Long Island by the score of 5-3 halfway through the game. Long Island is sitting one inside the 8-foot. Rochester does have a stone in the house, and we're up to Long Island's final skip rock. I'm not sure what the call is, but I imagine after it's over, they'll still be sitting one, and Rochester will have a chance to try and score, at least get down by one, if not tie it up. Over on Sheet C, we have the Bucks and Nutmeg rink. Nutmeg did score one in the fourth, so Bucks has hammer in the fifth. They're up by a score of 3-1 so far. That's a series of ones, kind of a nip and tuck sort of game they got going on over there. And then over on Sheet D, we have another Bucks rink, the Keister Bucks rink, playing the Constantino Ardsley rink. Constantino did put up a 3-spot in the fourth end, so they're currently up by a score of 4-3 halfway through that one. We are currently throwing first skip rock for Bucks, and I believe, I don't know, I can't see the TV, but I think Bucks is sitting one?
Yeah, I think Bucks might be sitting 2, maybe 3 from where I'm at.
Yeah, I think you're right, because I got the one on the left side of the 4-foot. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're sitting 3, so she's throwing, I'm not sure what she's throwing. It could be a guard, I can't tell.
Yeah, she's throwing her first skip rock right now, and
yeah. It's definitely heavy for a guard, so I'm not quite sure what the call is.
It's sure as hell not going to be a guard.
No, Danielle Gelman in the house calling the sweepers. And I think that's something in the vicinity of back line weight. Well, she kind of moved her own, so I'm not sure. She's still sitting 2, maybe 3. And we have the final rock for Ardsley coming up.
And back to our featured game.
We have a whole mess of crap in the front of the house, that's for sure.
We certainly do. There is a whole lot of granite.
Somewhere Bill Niedrak is very excited.
Bill Niedrak is quite happy right now. I feel like he is thrilled.
He has a finger up.
Aw, poor Sue.
So is Nutmeg sitting at 2 at the moment. And trying to figure out how they can close the grip tighter.
Nutmeg tried to draw under on Sheet C and missed, so Bucks is still sitting 2 there on Sheet C.
This would be big for Bucks right now on sheet C if they, they could hold on to this.
The Ardsley skipped there with her final shot. I believe, I don't think she's sitting shot, but I think she cut Bucks down by a bit. So Keister's going to have to try and either chip that out or I think kind of draw down to it, maybe to take 2 or 3, put up a nice crooked number.
Indeed.
Crooked numbers are always good.
Unless they're for the other team.
And then they're bad.
That would suck, yes.
So it's a 50-50 proposition.
Unless it's a crooked number.
I fold. Ladies and gentlemen, he'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your waitress.
It's funny when they fall over.
And yet Dave still asks us to play with him.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, that's for sure.
And this makes me almost happy that I need knee surgery.
He can be out of it.
You hurt your knee just to get out of the billet, that's for sure.
He's going to sit in the back.
He's going to be the 5th. All right, we got Hammer away on sheet D.
This I don't know what you can do here if you're red. I don't know how you get in.
Oh, sure, you just tap that one that's slightly to the left of the forefoot.
Yeah, I do believe that that's a call, and Lisa has delivered the stone, and it's on its way down. They are on it.
It hung a right, but forgot the signal.
Yeah.
And
It's backing up on the handle.
She lost the handle.
Yeah, she found something.
That's unfortunate.
That's inopportune, that's for sure.
That just sucks, and it's going to make it a 6-0 advantage for Nutmeg.
Yeah.
After 5 ends, and well, that blows.
Well, it's not done yet. They still have Hammer.
They can actually draw in somewhere.
Oh, they could.
She still has one more rock.
Oh, there's two stones left.
Yeah, she still has a stone.
I mean, 2 ends ago, the seconds are kicking rocks, and now you're ready to write them off before they even throw a hammer.
Yeah, right.
Dave's been a little premature on his last skip calls.
Well, we discussed he is single.
He is single.
No.
And I'm just saying, he's a good-looking guy if any girls out there listening
And
right
currently
now.
mildly exasperated.
I mean, who wouldn't like a little bit of smell on him?
Oh, dear God.
So, it's the final skip round.
Seriously, the 21 people that are watching, really?
They're going to turn it off.
They're just building evidence to sue us.
So, trying to come around on the outside right now, and they're on it, and they're going to be past their first guard, but probably on the second one. And it's going to leave it still just sitting 1 and 2 right now for Nutmeg. And
Yeah, I think your Philly shot is still the same. It's just you got to play that tap. I mean, maybe you can draw that port to try and touch the 4 on the right side, but I think the tap is the shot.
Yeah, you got to do the tap.
so you're tapping the one here that's about on the edge of the 4 foot in the 12.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is tap it. Just you got
basically you got 6 feet.
Yeah, you got to tap it to touch yellow, I guess, right?
I mean, sure, that's all you have to do, but you know,
Easier said than done.
well, they need a break, so let's just hope for curling goodness they get the break.
Wow, nice shot by the Long Island second over on sheet A, Marion McDonald. Is chip out the red and then roll over onto the other one.
They keep playing us a little further outside than I would like.
Yeah, but it's cutting hard.
It is cutting hard, and they're on it. The problem is you got to hit it almost on nose.
this looks pretty good right now.
As long as it's got the weight, I think it's going to be fantastic.
Do they have the weight? No.
Well, it's going to cut him down, I think. Oh, it didn't even cut him down.
No, not even enough weight.
Oof.
So it is 2.
Yeah. I think just 2. Yeah. So 7-0 after 5.
Okay, I mean it's you got to throw. You never know what happens in the 6th.
It's a thing.
Yeah, they had to come back this way anyway, so.
Yeah, if you can get 3 or 4 here, you're right back in the ball game.
I mean, if you can put up an 8 spot, you're in the lead.
It's a 5 and under.
As long as we're speaking
It's
the
a 5
obvious.
and under.
You know, we did see Stranger Things last night. We had a 6-ender show up.
I heard.
and then that team end up battling back to win. So you do not know.
You never know.
Just going around the horn a little bit over on sheet D. In the fifth end, the Bucks team put up a 2-spot. They take the lead back. It's 5-4 over the Yardsley rink.
That is a battle royale going over there.
It is. That's some excellent curling going on over on sheet D.
They didn't hang the score on sheet C, so I don't know what happened over there. That was a nip and tuck.
I'm pretty sure they didn't hang the score because they're still playing the end. I think you have to wait till it finishes.
There you go. There you go, Chris.
Over on sheet A, Long Island managed to steal one, so they're up 6-3 now after 5. And also sitting one sort of under covers, so this could be really swinging the Long Island way there on sheet A. Well, Lee's got to make a play here over on sheet C because while Bucks is up 2, Nutmeg is sitting. I think Nutmeg is sitting 2, maybe 3. No,
and
just 2.
And Bill, this is for you.
Yeah. Am I the last silver one? Only because I have to drive my wife home.
Who's driving me home, Chris?
Hey, you didn't reserve the room. You're on your own, man. Shantytown for you, my friend. Shantytown for you.
I am going to live in Shantytown tonight.
Lee with the draw, hopefully under cover. Oh, that's got to stop. That's got
it looks a little heavy. It looks a little heavy.
It's got a bit of weight over there on sheet C. I think that's going to kind of skid her through. Well, she's going to get another whack at it, hopefully. Well, thankfully. I can't Uber. I have to be back in the morning to do ice at 7. It's hard to catch an ice in Uber at 7 in the morning in Bucks County.
You can. Exactly. Why do you Uber? You could Lyft. We know a Lyft driver.
Wow.
Yeah, but the problem is
the Lyft driver's drunk to my right.
The problem is the Lyft driver might still be broadcasting tonight at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll be out there with a scraper and his bunny slippers.
And who wouldn't like to see that on live stream?
Oh, me. I pick me.
I would love to see Dave in a bunny slippers scraping the ice.
No.
It's hard to get a grip around that bunny slipper.
No, you never see that.
No, you don't. You never do that.
No. Oh, no.
No.
And I would love to know, don't know who TKE is, 5683 is.
That is a fair question. Identify yourself.
You have a lot of comments.
Well, at least he's listening. Or she.
She. They,
whatever.
Who knows?
Show yourself.
Are you a Bucks member or near Bucks?
Maybe it's just a fan. We must be generating them at this point.
Yes,
Yep, 7 a.m. scrape.
That is what time the scrape is.
That's what happens when you volunteer for Saturdays.
I will be here at 8 to hold down the bar.
Yeah.
I cannot be here tomorrow because our family is hosting a Holy.
Which is not as dirty as it sounds.
It's an Irish St. Paddy's Day party.
Yeah, when I hear Hooli, that's not what I think.
You're all invited.
I'll be here. I have to do ice literally every shift between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. tomorrow.
I had to cancel. I was here at the same time, but I had to cancel it now because my wife had a Holy.
I know. I watched you just pounding on your phone, trying to figure that crap out. It's always good to have a lover of the game watching.
Well, you know what? You got to give it to Red right now. They are putting it in the house, and they're going to put a little bit of pressure here. Now, Blue all has to do is to whack out those 2, but they're setting up at least a 2-ender here.
Come on, sweepers over on sheet C. You got to carry that, baby. Come on, come on. Got to get touch 8. Let's go. Oh, that's a hell of a draw by Lee Alexander over on sheet C.
Very nice, and I think that was a counter, right?
It was. Facing 2, she ends up drawing in for her 1.
That was a very nice shot.
That's fantastic.
And if her husband was awake right now, he would probably applaud.
He'd probably be pretty excited. Where is he sleeping anyway? Bill, you don't have to cover for me. I'm fine.
We will make it here. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Bill, you can cover for me, and if you
At
can
the
spend
Hooli?
time at the Hooli, and I can come here and drink with Chris. That would be fine with myself.
Chris's liver might protest, but other than that, we're all right.
Chris keeps thinking he's done with me.
Thinking, wishing, hoping. I'm going to rub a genie's tummy in a minute.
And Red puts another one in the house. They are putting the pressure on right here to try to get into this game.
Well, it is a long way to get in for sure.
Hey, one can only hope.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
I think the row in front of us is kind of hoping for Red to get a point too.
As far as you know.
Okay, well, Blue is playing the chip out here, so Red just goes hit them.
Yeah.
And if it plays out well, Red could possibly get 3 here.
Yeah, the problem is you got to make sure you finish this end in the next 7 minutes and 45 seconds so you can try and play 2 more. Because if you only scored 3 and you're down 7-3, you need 2 more ends to close.
Hey,
like
just
the
get
4
on the
points back.
board, Chris. That's what I'm going to, you know.
Some of us like to think more than 47 seconds ahead of where we are currently. I'm just saying.
All right. She's throwing a little bit of control takeout bait here, and it looks fine. Oh, no. Oh, that actually picked.
That took a nosedive.
That actually picked. That's a shame.
Wow. That hung a left at Albuquerque.
That's a shame. Maybe play a tick and roll in, girls.
Oh, no, it never got there.
That's a terrible break right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
That dove 4 feet for no good reason.
Yeah. And I blame the I blame hoodies.
I blame communism.
I blame like sweatshirts because that lays lint on the ice. That's unfortunate. That was actually tracking for a good shot.
You hit the broom, you throw the weight, you hope it just kind of carries, and that just hung a left for no good reason. I mean, really, at some point, how has no one brought these people drinks?
So a shot coming down.
Okay, now they're running out here.
There we go. Hopefully they're bringing them alcohol, because if not, I don't know why they're running.
Yeah, the Philadelphia folks that were right in front of us just skivered out of the way.
They're darting to the locker room.
They're running to the other locker room.
Well, wait, what are they doing?
Are they going to go raid Many Beer's fridge?
No, they're just kind of like stomping against the glass for no good reason. Never mind, I really have no idea what the hell is happening anymore.
Okay. That's fine.
All right, Red's still got a chance to score a few.
That's what Red needs. They need a couple here just to get on the board.
I mean, the problem is they got the one sitting in the back of the house. So, I mean, even if you chase that blue one.
Well, I think at this point now you have to chase that, right?
I agree, it's sitting shot. But the problem is even if you chase it, you're still giving them something to sit on.
Yeah.
We need more people like you, Donna. You got to bring the people drinks.
I would as well.
Yeah. If we weren't stuck here annoying the crap out of all of you.
All 23, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still hanging on. It's been within 23 or 24 the whole night.
I'm telling you, it must be because Netflix just raised their prices.
Yep. All I did at the Duluth Curling Club was get a hat and brought my. All I did at Duluth was brought my hat. Sorry, pull out my knee and get a hat.
All right. Well, Krista over on sheet D for the Bucks team needs to make a pretty clutch shot right here, I think. The Ardsley team is sitting 2, I believe, with the third not too far away. So Krista's got to at least get rid of one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. We were about to be joined by our special contributor, Steve Johnson.
He walked away. That's fine.
He decided not to add to our commentary.
Oh, it's not Dave and Many Bears that need people like Donna. It's the Philadelphia team on sheet V that could use people like Donna. Because you can never discount the benefit of rescue shots. Or rescue beers, or
Well,
rescue
sometimes
pitcher.
rescue shots get you into the game. I saw a team one time win the Dykes at the rescue shots. Sometimes it calms you down. Sometimes it makes you better.
What's going on?
We have somebody down on sheet C.
Yeah.
I hope it's not serious. Is anybody looking at sheet C right now in the warm room? No, someone just fell or got hurt.
We got a runner.
Ian's here.
I don't know, someone fell.
Ian Sheffer, the doctor is in.
Yeah, we do have a doctor in the house right now, so we have a bit of a fall on sheet C, but we're lucky here at Bucktown Curling Club to have a good number of medical professionals. So Ian Sheffer is coming on down to take a look and see what is going on.
And meanwhile, on sheet B, Philadelphia does clip the guard, but at the same time, still rolls in to be first shot. Look at that. Where is Mary? That is a good question. She might have
Mary
been
is
home.
not here, so Ian's out there. We have a doctor on the ice on sheet C.
Yeah, we actually had to slum it and use Dr. Sheffer.
You
as
use a
opposed to
medical
Mary.
doctor as opposed to a nurse.
He's out there, but we don't want to see what the bill is.
Yeah, well, if you have AIDS, Ian can help you.
Oh, so it was actually...
And the question, we have somebody coming off the ice. The question, well, I guess this is also going to affect the clock.
Oh, it's Marcia.
No, it's Marcia that went down.
Yeah.
And Marcia is just taking a moment on the side of the ice with Ian,
And who wouldn't take a moment on the side of the ice with Ian?
I certainly would not.
No. I mean, you see what happened to Michelle. They're having 2 kids now.
Yeah, I mean, he's
And two girls to boot, right?
Exactly.
Obviously, Ian's fertile, so...
Oh, sure. Anyway, nice shot by Krista Keister over on sheet D after the excitement. She's now sitting second shot, so at the very least she cut them down.
Yeah, so Ian's taking a good assessment of Marcia. She seems to be all right.
Yeah, she's ambulating by herself.
Yes.
Moving all of her
That's a big
extremities.
word there, Chris.
Hey.
Sounds like a college word.
Are you charging us by the hour for that one?
Jesus.
Hour, minute, what's the difference? Just for a score update over on sheet A, since I know people are interested in the...
This is 4-2 for red, maybe? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ruh-roh, Scooby.
Oh, no.
Stop curling, Stone. Oh, no. Don't do that.
Oh, Jesus. That's too blue.
Yeah.
And that should be game, set, and match on sheet B.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Close
They've
anyway.
been trying hard.
Over on sheet A, we do have a score update. The Rochester team did score 2 in the 6th, so it's now 6-5 Long Island after 6 ends. And Rochester is currently sitting 2 about halfway through the end. I believe we're on the seconds rocks of Long Island.
I believe this might be Shakes.
And time did just expire, so I would say that we are looking at a 8-end game for those teams.
An 8-end game on A, an 8-end game on D, I believe, and a 7-end game on C, if I'm not mistaken.
And there is Shakes on sheet
we
B.
have Shakes on B.
All
So
right,
now
well,
you get to listen to us commentate games you can't
all
actually
right,
watch.
so this is the best part.
Suckers.
Now you just got to listen to us. And I don't know if this is
like
more
radio.
exciting or less exciting.
It's definitely terrible.
The outcome on sheet B, they lost. Oh, they gave up 2. They could have got to. She was just heavy. I thought maybe it was the first one. Okay, now we are going to the other sheets now, and what is the obviously sheet A is a great game going on here, and sheet D is a really good game going on.
Yeah, well, we're about to see what the score was in the 6th. I think the Ardsley team hung at least a 3 spot, it looked like. Oh, no, it was just a deuce. All right.
Well, sheet A, they're going to go for the peel here.
They're peeling their own guard. Maybe a run back even.
I think they're just trying to peel to get in to get those 2 reds.
I think you're right.
Oh, and she missed the peel.
Oh, she peeled something else. That was not a euphemism. Over on sheet D, it's 6-5 now. The Ardsley team is up on the Bucks County team after taking a 2 spot in the 6th end. Still on sheet C, it is 4-1. The Bucks County team beating the Nutmeg team, and currently there's 2 stones in the house. I'm thinking it's the Nutmeg team that's sitting shot, or not the Nutmeg team, I'm sorry, the Bucks team that's sitting shot, but it's a game of inches at that point.
On sheet C.
Yeah, on sheet C,
Yeah,
I can't quite tell. Yeah, I mean,
That's even close looking at the monitor here, Chris.
yeah, they're both sitting in the 12-foot, so I can't tell who's what or why. And then over on sheet A, the Rochester team just plunked a 3rd stone into the house.
Wow, that's a huge shot.
That's going to be trouble for the Long Island team. I mean, they're sitting 3. It's pretty well covered. It's going to be hard to pick those out.
I think you just got to come down and maybe you could tap them back. They got, what, 3 stones left here. Just draw it down and maybe tap it back again.
Yeah, so right now on sheet A is Rochester sitting 1, 2, and 3 in the house, all in the 4-foot. There are guards pretty well covering.
And there's applause for the teams coming off the ice right now, rightfully so. Congratulations on the fine match.
I think we're going to get a peel from the Long Island Vice.
Okay, that's actually a fine peel.
Yeah, that opens up those 3 rocks.
Doesn't hurt things at all.
Definitely gives you something to play on.
Yeah, make them force to throw a guard. I mean, you know how hard it is sometimes with our swingy ice to get a guard out there.
Uh-huh, I agree.
And no TK 5683 there.
There's no more draws. This is it.
This is it. We're done.
You got to come back at 8 in the morning, and even then, I don't know if anybody's doing commentary.
And that'll be fine. And you should come along tomorrow and join the fine commentary of Dave Schmel.
At 8 in the morning? I don't think anybody's doing commentary at 8 in the morning.
I'll be 10 in the bar in the morning.
Right, and then just watch the live stream and do your own commentary. Lee Alexander throwing one of her first 2 stones here. There is a bunch of stones outside of the house on sheet C. And I think she's just kind of throwing some kind of guard so they can't tap up.
Yeah, she's just trying to avoid the tap on that blue one.
And it might overcurl a little bit, but this could be a fine shot.
I think that's going to sit kind of between the 4-foot there and that blue
you know what?
stone.
It's enough that it
That's that's a real good guard. Nice shot by Lee.
That's a smart play there.
Yeah, no, that's what she's
we
looking
can't
for.
tell which one is counting, and when you're down by blue, You gotta
Yeah,
basically say
and
you're
again,
not in.
yeah,
Yes.
and you're only playing 7 ends, so if
Yes.
you give up one, you're coming home
Exactly.
up 2 with hammer. I mean, that's a pretty good spot to be in.
Indeed.
All right, so the guard was missed by the Rochester skip over on sheet A.
And believe it or not, we still have 18 viewers.
Wow. And they're not even, literally watching
They're
an empty
literally
sheet.
listening to us broadcast games you cannot see.
Yeah. So the Long Island skip's going to get a play on these stones in the 4-foot now over on sheet A.
Yeah, so we have Misty throwing at 3 rocks that are clustered in the 4-foot. She has a pretty good look at them from the intern side.
Yeah, she's a lefty, so it does make it a little tougher, I think.
Well, maybe not. I mean, I kind of actually like throwing that handle left-handed.
Okay.
Maybe you should curl left-handed instead of right-handed then. I
Well,
don't
she
know.
just threw it hard, but I mean,
Just a bit outside
and
ball 4.
it just flashed right there, and
Yeah, so
unfortunately, it will still be the 3 rocks
Rochester still sitting
for
3.
yeah, sitting
Again,
for,
they-
sitting for
With
Rochester.
another opportunity to throw the guard here.
they're definitely throwing a guard. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Again, the guard sometimes is the hardest shot to throw.
Yeah, so it will be a guard from Rochester on sheet A.
They skip Corinne. This is what they pay her the big bucks for.
And, you know, honestly, if you're throwing skip, you are thrilled to be throwing a guard.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I would have loved to throw guards at the Dykes.
And
We're going to let that one go.
No, I won't.
All right, fine. You have Adam. I was there the entire weekend.
So my co-commentators were Skip and Vice at the Dykes, so we'll let you figure that out. I'll just let that marinate.
That actually was a great little tick there for a guard.
Yeah, that was ended up being a real good
So
shot.
it kind of wrecked off of the blue rock. So
It's this last blue rock.
yep,
This is hammer.
This is currently the hammer, and
There is a small opening.
There's a port there.
There is a port, and you know what? I've seen this port be hit in my lifetime.
In your lifetime, huh?
Yes, and I've seen it hit twice.
Yeah, in the same weekend. Yeah, it's probably what, a stone and a quarter, maybe.
I think they're calling the wrong turn right now.
Well, she is left-handed.
Well, they have that high guard though on the other side.
So currently, right now, Misty's coming down to throw her final stone. There are 3 in the house counting against her, and a bevy of guards in about the 3 position of various colors, and
Is this the last end? I didn't know they got this off in time. Or
No, they'll get to play an 8th.
they get to
Okay.
play 8, but there is,
Oh, if she's tight.
well, there's not much.
She's just kind of up the center line right off the jump.
she's on that guard.
Yeah.
This is not going to work at all
No.
Oh no!
right now.
All right, so now she's down 2.
Yeah, so
down 2.
that's going to be a steal of 1, 2, and 3. So we'll leave Long Island and Misty down 2 coming home.
Yep. But I mean, she's got a hammer.
All right, and on sheet C, I think they're going to try to do what?
They must be trying to promote some of those stones.
We don't know what Sarah is leaning for.
It's very much trying to remove Excalibur from a stone. Get by that guard, maybe. Oh, Lee's shot just crashed on that really, really high guard, like a halfer.
Yeah, it's quite high, yeah.
Kind of had no effect. But again, I think her redstone in the house, I think is shot.
I do. I agree.
It looks like it.
I wouldn't have flirted with anything that possibly could have tapped blue in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on sheet C, we have the Red Rocks of Lee Alexander's rink leading by a score of
4-1.
4-1, and they are sitting one right now. They're sitting one just on the edge of, well, middle of the 12-foot with a Bill Niedrak-esque plethora of guards in front.
Yep. Poor Sue.
More Bill, though.
Hey, whatever gets you going. So it looks like the Nutmeg rink over there on sheet C is, I'm not quite sure what they're lining up. I think they might be lining up that blue into the red.
That might
Yeah,
be.
I don't know what
There is
ice
a-
they were calling there. I don't
Well,
understand.
I think, I mean, the Vice is trying to talk the Skip, I think, into running that blue 3 guard into the red into the 12-foot. The blue becomes a biter, it's a counter, and the red goes out the back of the house. You get it.
Actually run that red right out of there.
Yeah,
Indeed.
you get your deuce, and then you're coming home. Well, they're only going to play 7 ends.
Yeah, why not? Why
Yeah,
not at this point in time?
And then
Yeah,
you're
but-
without, but you're only down 1. So I
But
mean,
you really got to throw a little bit of weight here.
I mean, you're only trying to move 2 stones. The action rock only has to move, 2 feet before it connects with the red stone.
Sure.
I mean, you could throw board or control, I think, and still make this happen if that's what you're comfortable with.
It's very little space between that red and the blue. The problem is
Well,
you
sure.
could actually shoot your blue out too.
Well, I mean, anything can happen, but yeah. But I think it's still the play. I don't know what else I would call. And worst, I mean, if you chip your blue out, what difference does it make?
It's 1 or nothing, yes.
No,
I
yeah.
agree.
It's going to be real
Well,
hard
here's
to run
the
a
shot.
second red one in.
And
coming down
they're
the
on,
hole.
they're on. I think she's a little outside.
No, they're on. I don't know what they're on.
All right, now it might actually be a measure to see who's actually counting here.
It's definitely so red all
I'm-
day.
It looks real obvious as a red. I think they're conceding. Maybe.
I think it's red.
That's red all day.
Are we going to measure, or are they going to give it up?
Well,
Oh, they
Oh
kicked
no,
it.
they
That's the end
kicked
of
it.
that.
So it is. Sarah, do not concede. I hope it.
It's 5-1.
so it will be 5-1, and it will be Lee Alexander with Bucks County with the hammer. Coming home in the 7th end and their final end.
In a follow-up on sheet A, so far we have 4 guards and 1 stone thrown through the house. It's the first seconds rock for Long Island trying to draw in. Looks like she's a little light. She's going to end up as another guard. So now we have 5 guards on sheet A. 3 of them to the right of the center line, 2 of them to the left of the center line. And nothing yet in the house. 3 rocks from each team have been thrown. Long Island needs to take 2 with hammer in order to keep this game alive, 3 to win it.
Yep.
All right, so we definitely have a score from Bucks on sheet C. So now we're up by 4 without hammer, but again, it's the last end, and so we're just throwing through.
Yeah, the first serve from Stephanie Johnson is going to go all the way through, and they are playing with just 3 players this evening.
Yeah, I guess Ian took Marsha off the ice after her fall.
Yep. Probably a wise call, and you had to make sure that we prioritize the safety of all of our curlers first.
And I think Bucks is in a bit of a pickle over there on sheet D. They're down by 1 in the 7th. They have hammer, but I think it looks like from here Ardsley is sitting 2, maybe 3 with their last skip rock. So if she puts up a guard, I think Krista's going to have a hard time kind of getting in there or chipping something out or doing anything other than giving up a steal.
For sure.
It's going to be a problem.
So was that definitely one for Bucks on sheet C?
It was definitely.
Okay.
It's nothing but 1s over there on sheet C. So a lot of them are steals, but it's nothing but 1s.
All day.
All right. Now Lee Alexander moving into the get rid of blue rocks mode of life.
Yep.
have Marcia sitting back here at the table with an ice pack on the top of her head.
Okay.
But she appears to be with us in Lucent. So, and
Ow, God. Yeah, no.
So on sheet C, they're now down to 3 players
yeah.
for Bucks.
That's what I thought. Thank you. Yeah. This is all B event stuff. Nothing is A event.
yep.
Long Island's getting the roll off a guard over on
Actually,
sheet A.
that's a really nice roll there.
Well, I mean, it's kind of sticking out in the open.
It is, but I mean,
It's finally a stone in the house. It had been nothing but guards before Vice rocks.
And thanks, Christian, for finally identifying yourself.
For finally identifying myself. Oh.
and it looks like Marcia's okay. She's drinking a drink at the table, and she may be off the ice, but she's enjoying a good cold drink.
Yeah, but she's still a Cowboys fan, so...
She is a Cowboys fan, so we don't know if her head is hurt that bad. Hopefully she hit her head, and now she becomes an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Oh, you would need brain damage to be an Eagles fan. So Rochester took out the Long Island Stone over on sheet A, so now nobody's in the house once again as they rolled out. So the second Vice rock from Elizabeth Harmon, the Long Island Vice. Oh, she's tight. I think this is going to crash on the guard all day.
All day
this
and
is
twice
very tight.
on Friday.
Yeah.
This is very tight.
Oh, yeah, that's on the first guard, let alone the second or the third or the fourth. So she's going to kind of chip it out of the way, but still, nobody's in the house.
There's still a draw point.
There's still a draw port, but the problem is, I mean, both Skips Rocks now have to get into the house. Just a tie.
Indeed.
Vices are delivering now on sheet C.
Yep, Sarah throwing her stone. I'm not sure what the call is.
I think they're just trying to draw in. I mean, at this point in time, just draw in and play the hit game.
Yep.
Those are two separate thoughts. Draw in or play the hit game.
Well, there's nothing in the house, so draw in and play the hit game.
There is a stone in the house, though. I can see it from here.
Well, now they're drawing under that stone in the house.
Not even there, throwing a guard.
Well, that sucks then.
Yes.
And Dave just shakes his head. Once again, he asks, why do I invite these guys to be on my team? And probably for this reason.
Definitely for this reason.
It's not for our curling ability. It's more of our drinking ability.
I don't know if we have any of the former. All right, so it was a steal of 1 for the Ardsley team over on sheet D. So they're up 7-5 coming home without Hammer. So the Bucks team's got to take 2 with Hammer in order to keep that game alive.
Well, that looks like it could possibly draw under for 1 here.
Yeah, get a biter out of it,
they
maybe?
can get a biter. Oh, that's okay.
We got a ton. We got what, 8 guards over on sheet A.
We have a knee drac wall on sheet A.
So somehow Long Island's got to get a stone in this house. I mean, they're all crossed over and angled and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't even know if you can really chip any of them. They kind of, it's almost like forming a smile there in the middle.
Yeah, and you do have them showing me 2 at this point, right?
Yep, she's got to get 2. I mean, and it's tough now because they have that one guard that's kind of like out towards the edge of the 12-foot, but at the 1 height, it makes it difficult to throw that draw even.
Yeah, so it's really not so good. So you almost had to as we look to the sheet from our right to our left, we have a blue 1 guard, a blue 2 guard, slightly higher, almost 3 guard for blue. Then red, offset red blue, then red red.
Blue still has 2 stones left, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could almost
Why
draw
can't you
in.
just draw in and try to draw in again?
Well,
Yeah, but I don't see it.
you could almost draw inside out, like draw under that blue guard in the 12-foot just to put something in the house.
Yes, I agree, Chris.
Yeah, but the way to the center of the house is definitely not there right now.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking. You come off the center line just to put something in the house.
Yeah, I
throw
mean,
the draw
just
that
try
way.
something here.
You got to get a counter.
Here's the problem: if you don't make this shot, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're down 2 with 2 shots left. Put 1 in the house.
Well, if you don't make this, you're done.
Yes.
Oh, exactly. So what is the easier shot to get 1 in the house here?
And I think raising one of these rocks in is
I
actually
just don't
easier
think
shot
they're.
right now.
I just don't think they're lined up enough
They are
to
kind of
raise it.
offset.
Right now, if you could just draw under cover here.
Yeah,
Just draw anywhere.
well, I don't know if you have a good option right now if you're Misty from Long Island. And she is looking at the various options right now.
She's
Speaking,
trying to do what you're talking about right now.
yeah, she's speaking with her vice skip and trying to line up a double raise. And
The problem is that you do not get in the house here. Now you're looking at a split.
yeah, and I probably want to come the other turn, but that's the call, and so Misty's going to come on down to the hack.
Okay, well, that's the call she wants. So now you know what you have to execute. That's the call you
Well,
want. So let's
yeah,
do it.
ultimately this is the call we're
So
throwing, so it's the call
Jim,
we're making.
Let's do it. You're confident about this call, and you know if you're confident about it, let's just do it and make it happen.
Absolutely, so make it happening.
She's liking this little kind of tap raise.
Here's Misty coming down. It looks like it is
A little narrow.
it looks like it's over curling already.
Oh.
Hey, it's in the house. It's in the house.
It's in the house briefly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a house
just
through.
heavy.
See,
That was hack weight.
There's the problem. Now you got to do it.
Well, now you're done, really.
That's why.
Well, they're shaking. They're not even going to make a play on it.
Yep, that will be
I would have
handshakes.
tried one draw on the outside, and maybe they flash and miss. That's how you got to play it.
I don't know.
It will be handshakes on sheet
And
A.
there's handshakes, and you know what? It was a fine played game.
Rochester takes that game over on sheet A.
Indeed, Rochester over Long Island.
So right now we are still with C and D are still games going on. D is a little bit of a barn burner. C is kind of in control.
Well, C, the Bucks team is, or D, excuse me, the Bucks team is definitely in trouble at this point. I mean, down by 2. That red rock on the side of the 8-foot there kind of looks pretty undercover. I don't know how they're going to get at it.
D is the game pretty much to watch right now here.
Yep, for those of you at home watching an empty sheet on B, gosh, you're missing some fun
You are
stuff.
missing a fun game right
All 8 of you.
now. And actually, 7, because I'm still logged on.
Oh, all 7. Hell, we're watching ourselves, so all 6 of you sitting at home watching us do radio right now. I think Lee over there on sheet C is pretty well in control of the game at this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
sitting.
played it very well since she's took
Oh, yeah.
control of that. But
She's up by
chipping
4
away,
and
taking
sitting
one
shot.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Nutmeg's gonna A, root that out, and B, sit 4. So.
It doesn't work.
You can't put the hat over the earphones.
He can. He puts the earphones behind his head.
Well, whatever. You do you.
Yeah, but I have a very large head.
It must have been pretty tough coming out the birth canal, Dave.
My mother was unhappy.
Oh, but we get the double.
and
and she
down on the
burnt the
ice.
stone.
Well, she fell and hit the stone.
Yeah.
Now it becomes a Skip's decision here.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
don't-
think it was going out, and if I was to Skip, I would have said it was going out.
I mean, Blue's at least sitting one,
Yeah, I
so
think
that's
they're moving
something.
too much.
I think the way Krista put it back, I think Blue's sitting one, and it doesn't look like. Oh no, she's moved. Oh,
she moved it in.
She moved it to shot. She really screwed them.
No, well, hey, that's her choice.
Wow.
That's her choice.
Completely her prerogative. You can
Yep.
move the stone to wherever you think it should
that
have been.
shot
Wherever
should
you
have
thought it
been,
was going to
yes.
go, even if it was a foot and a half past where it already was.
Well, that is your
Yeah,
choice.
fair enough. Worf. Poor Krista. I mean, that was going out.
It was. That's fine. That's fine. They just got a rebound from that.
Yeah.
Lee is throwing her last shot, I believe, on sheet C.
Yeah, it's her last rock. She's
They-
still sitting one.
Sitting one, so something to block some kind of draw here.
Who cares?
This is the last hand, right?
And Nutmeg only has one stone in the
So I
house.
think
It's
they
not even
pretty
shot.
much won this game.
Yeah, I mean, unless Nutmeg can run two of those weird guards in, plus get the shooter in, and that for a tie, I think that's kind of the end of that show.
I think Lee's just going to put one in on the button. That's how you should end the game. If Sarah comes out and helps sweep this, it could be a good shot.
Indeed, she's helping.
Sarah's got the muscle to do it.
No, and now they're off it. They're just letting Waite take it.
I think it's in the house anyhow, so. No, it's a guard. That's fine. Well, and an unfortunate outcome on GT here, because
Yeah, I think now Ardsley's sitting two.
they are.
Yeah. I don't know how Bucks is going to root them out. I mean, you still
Yeah,
got two stones left, so you can plunk them in. But
It's really tough to
yeah,
not remove your stone that's counter, or would actually be, what, number 2 here?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Hey, we're down to at least 5 viewers still listening.
7. We
7.
Got, oh
There you
wait,
go.
yeah, plus you and us, so yeah, 5. 5 people for some reason find us entertaining. Maybe they just need help falling asleep. I don't know.
Hello, you 5 out there, and make yourself comfortable. And remember to always donate to Bucks County Curling Club.
We have shakes on sheet C.
And C is over, and I believe Bucks County has won that game.
Yep.
And there is a victory in sheet C for Bucks
take
County.
it.
So the only game going on right now, Chris, is sheet D, coming down to the last couple of stones. I believe Blue has got themselves in a pickle right now.
Yeah, I mean, Bucks is in trouble. You know.
Unfortunate with the skip falling while trying to sweep out the stone.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if she hadn't fallen, they'd probably be sitting 2 or 3.
Yeah, they're sitting 2 and looking pretty good in this end.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beyond a favorable replacement by the Ardsley skip, as it were.
It happens. It happens.
Does. That's true.
Okay, so she's looking at maybe freezing on the, or actually coming in on a 8 undercover, and with her last draw possibly to tie the game up.
And I don't want to assume any malice on the part of the Ardsley skip. You're not always tracking where every stone is.
True.
No, you don't.
Very true.
Bucks has still got this game in control. I mean, she can draw undercover and then make her last shot, which is fine.
She's just got to put 2 stones in the 8
She's got to put 2 stones in to tie.
So here comes the stone is away. First skip
Sweeper's
rock.
on it.
Yeah, first skip rock for Krista.
It's got to be in. I mean, it has to be in.
No, it's definitely in.
Oh, they're on. It's definitely in for
Oh.
sure.
How long is it in is the question.
I think it's in. I think it's a good shot.
It's back 8. Yeah, I can't tell.
It's actually counting, I believe.
Is it? I don't know.
Oh, it's close. If you look at that TV, it's close with the other ones.
It's definitely very close. I mean, there's 4 stones, 2 red, 2 blue, that are all very close to each
That's
other.
really close. We could ask our sideline reporter Matt Fry to take a look at it for us. And to see what stone's sitting closer.
Actually, I believe the one stone that was placed back in the house is actually counting.
I think that's shot.
I believe that is shot right now because I think the 2 blues are 2 and 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we do have our sideline reporter Matt Fry taking a look at
Matt
this right
Fry
now.
is now looking at what is Matt Fry? Matt, can you come in and can you tell us what shot?
The eyesight looks like red, but I think it might come down to measurement.
Okay, so right
you
now
heard
it's
it from
really,
the
really
eagle eye,
close.
The guy on the side, Matt Fry says possibly red,
So
but
really,
it could come down to measurement.
And, you know, Matt is a PGA pro, so
Yeah, and he knows.
he should know something.
He should know something. We don't know about measurement, but he should know something.
He knows something about something, folks.
I don't know about anyone else out there in TV land, but gosh, I feel comforted.
If Matt says it so, we go with Matt saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
dear.
not.
I don't know if Matt wants to be a part of this broadcast or not.
Well, Matt says it's close.
This is a big shot by red here.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a couple schools of thought. You could either outdraw the stone just thrown, which would, if our reports are correct, say that you are going to win.
I think she's just going to throw hack weight.
Here's the problem. She actually she's by the red. I was saying if she would have chipped the red out, I would have.
And that's the end of that.
All right. So,
Okay. So now I believe that.
So, Mark, why don't you paint a picture to the folks at home, because we can't see a damn thing.
Well, what we're looking at here now, we have 4 stones that could possibly be counting right now. Red is maybe the shot, but is so close for blue to have sitting 2.
Well,
Blue needs 2 to tie.
And the call by the buck skip is just to draw and touch the 8 foot, so she must believe she's already sitting shot. Otherwise,
Yeah,
And you know what? And I would call that shot, and I would go to measurement, because you never know if the true center is true center.
and it is Bucks throwing the blue stones with the hammer.
yeah.
So I would draw. I technically don't like this draw. I would like to draw down if I could come down the other way and sit on my blue.
Well, yeah, because if you can tap that back, you can probably score 3 and win.
Yes, but that's, hey, whatever she's comfortable with right now. She's going to try to draw inside that
Here
red.
comes the final stone from
Oh, the
Krista
sweepers are on
Kaiser
it.
here in the 8th end.
And, if she could
They're
actually,
on it, they're on it, they're on it.
if she could actually chip this red out, she would win this game.
Here it comes, it's coming down, it's got backline weight, it's on the red, it
Well,
does come
she's-
to be shot.
She's definitely got one.
So we have
Here's
one.
the deal. It's coming down to measurement, whether
We
she has
have-
won the game,
Well, let's
tied
see.
the game, or has lost the game.
Certainly, it's one right now. And now the
Oh, no.
vices are
Oh, no.
looking.
You are going to measure, girls. You are not going to decide. No. You are
No.
going to measure.
You have to look more than once.
It is extremely close
It-
for second shot
People,
stone.
if you are watching right now, it is extremely close to the point where it could be a win, a loss, or a tie.
I think it's either a tie or a loss. I don't think they're even looking at that first blue rock.
The one closest to the girl in the, wearing the tie is out.
No,
It's
that's the one they're looking at.
I'm looking at this one over here.
Yeah, but I don't even think they think that one.
And they will be going to a measure.
They should.
Oh yeah, you're right, Chris. I think it can only be a tie.
It's either a tie or a loss. Yeah.
And it's she's put the broom down with
They're,
disgust,
they're going to measure.
and they're going to measure.
Yeah.
And
So here we go with the measure, and it is a vice skip's job.
And I'm not trying to pick favorites, but I would like to see blue to get this shot, just so we can extra end, we can broadcast more.
Yeah. I'm not. Well, it's not extra ends. It skips rocks.
Oh, skip rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
And it is the vice skips that are in
And Danielle
charge
is
of
very
measuring.
smart. She has put the measuring device on the ice to cool it down, so we are not melting into the ice.
Absolutely, makes it a good friend of the ice crew. So,
And it is really just 2 stones they're measuring.
yeah, they have
Yep.
the apparently the devices have decided what 2 stones they are measuring. So, Danielle Gelman comes up with the measure
All
right now.
And it's coming down to this, folks. This is riveting. It's coming down. Oh, wait a minute. They're looking whether they're true center or not.
They're trying to find the hole.
Sometimes in the dark, you have to find the hole. Matt's laughing. I don't know why.
No one does.
So,
All right, they're just touching blue right now.
yeah, Danielle Gelman taking the measurement on the blue stone, representing Bucks County,
All right.
and coming around to the second stone, and it is indeed, it is blue, and will be,
We are
Move
going
on.
an extra end.
Or
Well,
they're throwing
skip
skip
stones.
rocks.
or at least a skip rock mark.
We are now discussing another end, as far as we know. One more throw.
Mark's discussing another end. The rest of the club is looking at skips rocks.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to only have skip rocks at this point. How about you, Chris?
It's 12:30 and I have to be back in 6.5 hours to do the ice, so I'm
Oh, it's
thrilled.
12:30. I'm
Yes.
out.
So for the Bucks County Curling Club,
we
we're-
picked up another viewer.
We're going to leave the 7 viewers out there hanging as to what happens on this game.
All right, we're out of here, and good night.
Don't forget to tip your
now,
waitress.
so we have to have skip rocks right now. So
So obviously, Bucks has to throw first since they scored 2 there.
yep,
Yeah.
they have to act as if they scored the last end, so they do have to go first.
Which I think is an advantage when you're throwing skip stones.
I do kind of like going first myself.
I do, because you know what? You just throw it, because the problem is when you think I had to throw a little more or a little less, you get in your head. Just throw your shot. Ian just said you had to get off the ice by 1 o'clock. I think, hey, we're back live here. It's
So-
coming down to skip stones. This might be the most exciting thing in curling because it's the extra end.
I just don't understand what in God's name is taking them so long to kick a stone down the other end of the ice
It's
and throw it.
skip stones. There is no tomorrow. Well, there might be tomorrow.
This is
They
not
could
a-
be in the C event.
We covered this 3 hours ago. This is not a loud game.
But there really is. This is where you become.
It's already tomorrow.
You could run the B event or you could run
When
the C
will Ben be
event.
now?
This
to-
is the shot you live for.
Tomorrow has already came. Damn it.
So you
tomorrow
proclaim
always
yourself skip for this reason. You want to throw the last stone and a possible extra end.
I just want my name on a piece of paper. I don't know about throwing the
And
last
this is
stone.
where you live. And this is where you say, if I throw it short, it was the sweeper's fault.
Yep.
All right. Okay, Mr. Pring.
Oh, well, at least Jack's on the edge of his couch.
So this is where you got to look at.
Wait, why are they? Wait, what?
What?
Why is Ardsley throwing first?
Yeah, it really should be Luke.
Ardsley is, they deferred, they took the win, and they are
pretty
now
sure you don't-
kicking off.
You don't get to pick at halftime. Either you score or you don't.
Ardsley, with a strange reason, took the win, and they
Yeah.
are throwing first.
Yeah, so
I don't know how the hell that happened.
I don't know what happened, but this could work out for him.
Apparently, you can just surrender hammer at will.
Yeah,
that's a bold strategy, guys.
They had
See, it
hammer,
pays
but they
off
chose
for
to do first.
Oh, that's a bunch of weight.
Oh,
It's-
no, I think
oh,
this is
bleeding
great
off.
weight.
It's not so bad. We're looking now. It's coming down. It
You're
is in
looking
the
on the
12
side
foot,
of
8 foot,
4, maybe
4 foot T
outside.
line.
Oh, they just didn't have enough
And
ice.
it is the back of the 8-foot. So
Yeah, touching 12.
yeah,
Ian
touching-
Schiffer out there with the measurement right now.
It's touching the 12, and here at Bucks we take a rather simplistic version to the skip rock measure. We just take the regular measuring device, bring it out, take a reading on it, and roll it off. We don't deal with any kind of tape measures or laser measures. It's
I am totally in favor of a chalk contest of skips.
Too bad that never happens.
Either that, or I say, or Lee should throw first stone.
we would lose we'd win every damn spiel. So.
Well, that's our strategy.
To be fair, at that point, we'd try and blank 8 ends to make
And
it to the
just
chug
go to
contest.
skip stones, yes.
Yeah.
I say it goes to skip chug, and I let him like at least a 10-second advantage.
Yep, so Ian Schiffer has taken a measurement and locked it down on the measuring device.
Ian's like, I hope he just draws the button. I forget what the measurement was.
Yeah.
That's about right. So if it's full,
And Julie goes out on the ice with a camera here.
so basically right now you're looking for full white. Full white will get it for you. So
I hope they like this ice. I hope they just drew this draw.
Just
So
put it right on the pin.
Just put it right on the crosshair, girl.
we got Krista Keister.
She's coming out of the hack.
She's settling in.
Oh, a little wobbly, but looks good. Little tight, little hard. I think it's heavy.
The brushers are on it,
No,
but
no,
they're
no,
on
no,
and
no,
off.
no, no,
They're
no.
on and off. It's a very good sign.
Whoa.
They're on and off. They're on and off. They're on it
Whoa.
now.
I think
They're
they're
coming
going for a lot. I
down,
think
and
they're
they
going
are
for a lot.
off.
Careful,
It
kids.
looks pretty close.
No,
It looks
no.
pretty close, folks. It is 12 foot. It is 8 foot.
I
It
think that
is
might
touching
be
the
the
floor,
win.
and
I
that
think
is
that
good
was
for the
the
win.
That might be
That is
an
a Bucks win
incredible
on
shot.
Skips Rock.
That was
And that
an
is
incredible job by Skip Rock.
fantastic. It's a
And-
great draw by Krista
Wow.
Keister.
That might be one of
And-
the better comebacks we've seen tonight.
Absolutely. And as Vic would say, make the final
Oh, and they are advancing
8 to
in
7.
the B event.
Yeah.
Bucks County Curling Club.
Well, I believe that's it for us this evening.
Absolutely. So for Many Beers O'Donnell and Chris Mahoney and everybody here at Bucks County Curling Club, I wish you a very pleasant, morning, I guess, and a better morning.
Yeah.
And a better morning. And we're out.
Nice job, Paul.